Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday. Uh, I'm sitting in my car just waiting because I'm a little early to see this patient. So I thought I would get on here and talk to you guys for a little while. Uh, as you guys see, I always wear the scrubs just because they tend to match my shoes, the shoes that I wear because they're kind of like a brownish color. So that's what I like to wear. I prefer wearing brown, and I have a couple of different kind of brown color scrubs. So I wanted to come on here because, I did mention a couple of things that was at clearance over at CVS. I actually took a bunch of pictures, and yesterday I didn't have time because I was trying to finish up some timesheets and stuff for work. But today I'm going to try to post up all the clearance stuff that I found. And as I'm going to mention in the video, if you guys watch this one or if you guys just decide to watch the other one, with the clearance stuff, half the time they don't have them tagged when they're at 25% off, 50% off, or 75% off. Sometimes they don't end up catching it till after it's already dropped all the way to 75% off. So some of the stuff that I talk about, I would jot it down, things that you want to pick up or you want to take a look at your store to see if they have it on clearance. Just write it down, go to your store, scan it, and see if that stuff is on clearance at your store, and scan it, and hopefully it is. If it's not, then bummer. But usually, from what I've seen, a lot of the stuff that I mentioned, I see in multiple stores. So it might not be always the same price, meaning percentage off on the clearance. Sometimes I've gone to some stores and like, for example, yesterday I went to two different CVS pharmacies. One was I want to say about 2 or 3 miles away from each other, about 3 miles away from each other. And the Allegra, the cream, that right now at some locations it's 50% off, and then at my favorite store it's 75% off. But excuse me, so I was able to pick up some of that at the store. But it just kind of depends. So it doesn't always. Sometimes they just have different prices. Some of them just haven't clearanced them out, or they already have the newer product, so they have nothing to clearance out. So I think it is helpful, so you guys know what's on clearance, because sometimes they just don't post it in your store until it hits the 50-75% mark. I mean, at the same point, that is good because then no one's like grabbing it, and then you probably have uh, a large amount of it, so you can purchase a whole lot at one time. But at the same time, you might be missing out, or somebody that already knows about it being clearance will go ahead and take all of it. So I think those videos do help a little bit. The other thing, I know there's so much, controversy to say, with people and their opinions about, stuff that, we decide that we want to sell in a yard sale, even though it's free. And I just don't think you can have it both ways in a sense of when something is a moneymaker. I mean, when you buy something, that's a moneymaker, how is it that a couponer, for them, that's not taking advantage, because you're taking advantage of a store in a sense. But then when you go and try to sell your products at a yard sale, and even though you bought the stuff for free, they expect some people to be donating it, not be selling it, or anything like that. I don't understand the logic in it. And a couple of people were talking about Coupon Like a Man. He was talking about clearing shelves and what people think about clearing shelves and all that stuff. But also in selling your products, I don't think, why have such a hard opinion with others and be so negative with others who are trying to sell their products, even if you're getting it for free. I mean, if you're selling it for half the value of what it costs in a store, then it's, and honestly, why put why put any bad input if you would be one to go ahead and buy something that's going to be a moneymaker. I don't get that. At Target right now, the Pantene, we could get it for free. So would that mean that you have a whole bunch of that product? You're gonna give that away, and you're not gonna sell that any of that? I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. I think people that have a negative opinion about it either need to keep it to themselves in a sense and not be negative to others. I could understand making a suggestion and saying that, well, mentioning it, was that product specifically free? If it was, have you thought about donating? But, I came across one in the last week or two, when I was mentioning about just stuff about yard sales, and they had a pretty rough opinion about it. But I don't see how I just don't think you can have it both ways in a sense. I mean, you can't go and be okay with having a moneymaker for one thing, and at the same point, not being okay with trying to sell something that you got as a moneymaker, and having they expect you to donate it, or not being able to sell it. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you buy your products, it's your own money, it's your own time, it's your own gas, it's everything. And I mean, that's how I'm seeing things right now. I haven't even done a yard sale yet. I'm gonna do one in about 2 weeks, I think. 2 weeks from now. I mean, I'm starting to get things ready little by little. I still, the only thing I'm working on right now is just the stuff that I have in my stockpile. We have a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of clothes, some bunch of furniture, and I mean, just a bunch of stuff that we need to get rid of in the house, so that way we have a little bit more room. We just have too much in our shack, or whatever that thing is, the storage room that we have. We just have too much in there, and so we need to clear it out. But it's just, I mean, it is. Right now I'm seeing things as resale value, and it was funny because I was just thinking, and I've been thinking about that the last 2 weeks since was hearing people about doing the yard sales, and since Soldier Girl started doing her, she did her yard sale, and she says herself that she's seeing stuff as the resale. What's the resale value for something? Because I purchased the Allegra creams, and that's not something I would. I mean, I've never purchased. Well, I can't say I never purchased. I possibly purchased something way back when, for a cream for some kind of itch. But usually, if I'm going to use anything, then it's going to be lotion, because most of the time it's dry skin. I understand bug bites, and it also does depend on the weather and where you live, because in other areas, other counties, other states, you have more, bugs and all that stuff. I understand that, but I don't, Allegra and that cream, it's not something I've ever used. I'll probably keep one of them, but the rest of them I'm planning on selling. It's not something that I would use in my home. It's not something that any of my family members would use. My mom has problems already. She won't be applying any kind of creams of any kind on her skin. If anything, she's just going to apply some just regular creams, not any medication like that. So, that stuff I do plan on selling, and people have got hit back to me, and they've said they usually try to sell it for 50% of what the cost of the product is, and my thought on that is, I mean, I'm pretty much basing it somewhat on that, but I don't do. What I'm trying to do is do the face value, what I would purchase it like at Walmart or at Target, not CVS, because CVS, Rite Aid, Walgreens. There's always gonna be there's always at least close to like $1 difference in what the product is. I mean, in most products, not all. I can't say all products, but like, I mean, you could find regular, let's say, like the Herbal Essences hair shampoo. You can find it, all day, every day at Target for like $3.25, and most of the time over at CVS you'll find it for $4.99. Uh, regular price, and not when it's on sale. And so, that's why I try to base things on. I know, if I want to get rid of the stuff that I have, because I do want to get rid of some of it. I I'm trying to hit for most things. I try to hit the 60% off of what the cost is. There's a few items that I won't. Uh, I try to sell for the 50% of what the cost of it is going to be. I don't know how well my yard sale is going to be. I'm trying to stock up as much as I can and just seeing what sells. Whatever doesn't sell, you know, either I put it away or see about, definitely, a few things I am just going to go ahead and see about donating. Uh, I already have an idea of a few things that I do plan on donating, whatever I don't sell, just because I don't need it in my home at all, and it will just be pretty much taking up room. So, but there's some other things like razors and stuff like that that that's not something I'll donate. I'll keep if I don't end up selling it, and and just keep it until the next time I do a yard sale. So, I'm right now my eyes are of what I need in my home, and also what I could use in a yard sale. What stuff would sell in a yard sale, or what I can get for a really, really cheap price and sell again. So, it just kind of depends everything on what's going on. But yeah, I just don't think, it's like double dipping. I mean, if you're gonna go and get something and make it a moneymaker, then you should have that same chance in being able to sell the product, even though whether the product was free or not. But I don't do that with everything. I mean, just recently, got free dog food, and you know, I got what I needed out of that whole transaction, which was a little bit of candy for uh, baby shower that we plan on doing, and all that dog food. It was better used uh, donating it, because it's not something that we would possibly use. I mean, we haven't tried it in our home, but I just think we got something for free. Uh, so I give a little bit away, and it doesn't happen with. I mean, with everything that we get, I know we don't need to donate everything, and we don't need to give everything away. But there are those times where if you want to keep something, you keep something. If you want to sell something, then I don't think there should be any negativity behind that. And it's funny because people say that's why uh, you you give us a bad name as couponers or whatever, and I don't even hear that. I don't hear that in the world. What people saying is like people saying negative remarks in regards to couponers and selling their products. I've never heard anything like that. The only thing when people say you give us a bad name, those are just people that are usually the ones waiting in line, and there's someone that has a whole bunch of coupons and they're upset. That's the only time I've ever seen anybody ever pissed off, or people saying stuff. I mean, I used to say stuff at one time too. I was like, oh my god, now she's got all these coupons, it's gonna take forever, god damn it, stuff like that. Sorry about that. Stuff like that. But I never hear anything like, oh, you give us a bad name because you sell your stuff, and because it's free stuff and you're selling it. I don't know where people get that from. I haven't heard it. I mean, I haven't done this for a whole, number of years, but I never get that response from people. Only people that are not happy with people selling their own products. So, I know I'm going to get some bad feedback probably from this video, and, it is what it is. I do allow you guys to give all the feedback you want, whether it's good or bad. You know, uh, it gets people talking, and hopefully it changes people's minds. It opens up that, okay, well, I didn't see it this way. Maybe it might change things. So I'll leave it there, guys. I gotta go in and see this patient, and my time is running out. All right, guys, take care. Have a good day. Bye bye.